2. Welcome to another episode of Air Academy News. I'm Lily Schoffer.
And I'm Britton Schmidt.
As we're getting ready to head out for Thanksgiving break, lots of exciting things are heading in.
This week we're covering this free school lunch debate, Kadets commemorating Veterans Day, and we spend some time with an up-and-coming club.
Plus, we analyze the 3-year pause of a beloved sport and sit down with an Air Academy alum who's doing great things. Fasten your seatbelts, you're watching Air Academy News. In the random news segment of the show, we hit you with all the latest Air Academy news, rapid fire style.
This week, we're covering delays at the gate, our in-house service animal, and more.
We recently did a segment on the government shutdown and the impact it's having on our Air Academy families. Due to the government shutdown, USAFA is facing a shortage of gate employees, meaning fewer gates can be open at a time. This has caused an increase in student tardies and absences because of the frequent delays. Mrs. Clark in attendance told our team that there's been an outstanding change compared to last year. And if our attendance secretary is shocked, that's how you know it's bad. Students and teachers have had many complaints about why nothing is being done to help, and Mrs. Kyleman gave some good input on how the USAFA gates are affecting our students. Let's hear what she has to say.
We've just been trying to prepare our students and our families for the possibility that there could be delays at the gate. We send a parent square alert home to parents and students so they could plan accordingly. We've made sure our staff know so they can plan accordingly, maybe leave a couple extra minutes in the morning so that you can avoid traffic delays.
It's getting colder every day, and as the weather turns, snow seems increasingly imminent. Driving to and from school in subpar weather can prove challenging, and it's important to understand how to keep yourself and others safe throughout this winter. With the first snowfall around the corner, our ground team went to our friends at Christian Brothers Automotive to ask what you should look at before the snow comes. For the safest winter commute, drivers should be aware of the traction on roads and, if needed, search for a different route. Additionally, concentration is always important behind the wheel, but even more so in inclement weather. Choosing not to listen to music during this time can prove beneficial to your safety, and no matter what, drivers should not be on their phones. Most importantly, drivers should know their limits. It's far better to be safe than sorry. Stay safe this winter, Kadets.
You can do the quarter test, so if you put a quarter in your tread with the head facing down, if the tread is covering the head, then you have enough tread.
Halloween has come and gone, but the opportunity to admire the work put into Halloween Spirit Week has not. It is no surprise that during the scariest time of year, many Kadets sported wonderful costumes. Creativity and dedication were on full display the whole week. Friday, however, stood out. Not only was it the day of Halloween, but a 2-hour PLC delay granted students more time to prepare their costumes. Students were not the only ones participating either. Many teachers came dressed up to enjoy the festivities as well. Air Academy kicked off Halloween weekend with a celebration of the holiday, providing students with not only a change of pace to their learning environment, but a great deal of spirit and excitement.
Have you ever seen any animals at Air Academy High School? Well, there's plenty. From dogs all the way to rabbits, service animals are useful and supportive friends that can help with the smallest or largest of tasks, including acting as guardians. Service animals, especially dogs, have a great sense of companionship with their owners, from helping with mobility to happiness to overall health. They also help ease students' minds during hard work like testing or homework. Have you ever taken a test and had an animal in the room? There are 2 dogs, Alfie and Bernie, and 1 rabbit, Chewy, at Air Academy, and they are very friendly and social, so be sure to give them a visit.
He is certified with the Lions Therapy Dog Group, so we're hoping to do more and more things as I retire, but he loves coming to school and meeting all the people.
November is a good time to take a step back, think about what we're grateful for, and share with those who are less fortunate. This Thanksgiving season, Film Club is stepping up to the plate to start their own food drive. They're looking to collect non-perishable food items in order to raise funds for their upcoming Apocalypse movie, and are planning to donate them back into the community after they complete filming. Food drives like this one play a big role in giving back to the community.
November is National Gratitude Month, and for good reason. Holidays like Veterans Day and Thanksgiving are a perfect time to step back and reflect on the positive blessings and people that make a difference in our lives. Our team hit the hallways this week to ask our Kadets what they're grateful for this season.
I'm thankful for my friends and my family. My friends, more importantly, because they give me rides everywhere. They don't ever ask for anything in return.
I am thankful for the leaves changing color. They're so pretty. My family, because they're great.
This season, I'm thankful for being able to spend time with my family a bunch. They've been taking me to my hockey games up in Denver a lot.
I'm thankful for my friends because they're so supportive and kind, and I'm thankful for Nia especially because she's so beautiful and so kind and so sweet to me.
I'm looking forward to regionals for volleyball and hopefully making it to states this year.
I'm thankful for my sister. Now that she's gone to college, I miss her a lot. She's taught me a lot of great lessons through high school.
Kadet National Links is a segment where we take a national news story and talk about its links to the local community.
Veterans Day is a time to commemorate those that have served and honor their commitment.
This Veterans Day at Air Academy, we had an assembly featuring veterans walking through a saber arch, a color guard presenting the colors, and then we had Colonel Huber give a speech along with the flag folding. At the end of the assembly, the service flags were presented.
Remember that there's people out there, right? This doesn't just happen. Like this nation that we have, this republic that we thrive in, doesn't just happen. It happens because people sign the dotted line, they raise their right hand, and they swear to defend the Constitution with their lives if necessary. So enjoy your freedoms and know that they came at a cost.
The goal of Mission Barbecue is to support veterans and those who have served, so Veterans Day is extra special for them. It's a daily tradition at Mission to play the national anthem at noon, but they went all out for Veterans Day and had a flag ceremony. It was packed as they gave out free barbecue to service members. A lieutenant colonel sung the national anthem, while JROTC presented an honor guard. For Mission Barbecue employees, today holds a special place in their heart.
Our mission for Mission Barbecue is we serve those who serve. So it's my way to give back to the American heroes, first responders, and our veterans.
Douglas Valley hosted a parade with elementary schoolers representing each service branch. Our JROTC led the parade, followed by the kids representing branches. In Colorado Springs, many people are veterans or service members, so during this government shutdown, they were working unpaid. Make sure to thank them for their service. Veterans Day may be a new experience for some elementary students learning the meaning behind the holiday.
I was thinking that it's so great that all of these people are mostly veterans, because without these people we wouldn't have America, and it's just great to see all of them happy and enjoying their time here.
When a controversial issue needs to be broken down and discussed, our investigative crew is on hand to whip up another segment of Hot Takes.
This week, we'll be debating the pros and cons of an issue that hits close to home for many students: free school lunches. Nolan Obringer is here with more. How's it going, Nolan?
Thanks, Britton. In 2022, Colorado voters passed Proposition FF, which provides free breakfast and lunch to all K through 12 public school students, regardless of income. Currently, Academy District 20 serves up to about 1,800,000 free lunches and 415,000 free breakfasts annually. On the 4th of November this year, voters were given the option to change the availability of free meals for everyone. Proposition MM increases taxes on households earning over $300,000 to generate an additional $95 million annually for the school meals program. This funding would also increase wages for food workers, support purchasing from local farms, and supplement the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. The other proposition on the ballot was Proposition LL. This would allow the state to retain and spend $12.4 million in excess tax revenue already collected for the program, rather than refunding its taxpayers. Staff and students at Air Academy feel that these lunches help everyone, and not just those included in the original free lunch program, which only included lower-income students.
I think probably more people than we think don't have access to breakfast and lunch all the time. And so I think for those students, that I think it's worth it. I think it might be worth giving it to everybody so we can catch those that either are too embarrassed to speak up or are worried about their legal status, and so wouldn't speak up. So I think in order to hit the families, think inner cities, think downtown schools, think parents that have been laid off recently. Again, there's lots and lots of kids that I think we wouldn't even think about that don't have access to constant food.
Free school lunches help me with time management in the morning, so I don't have to make a lunch in the morning and I actually have more time to get ready.
We couldn't find anyone to go on camera to talk about stances against the free lunch program, but some research online presented some feelings. We found that people would rather not pay more for people who don't need the lunches, such as high-income students who could easily pay for their own lunch or make their own lunches at home. If people can pay for their own food, why do successful individuals need to pay for it? Both of the propositions passed on the 4th of November, and lunches are going to continue to be free for all students. What do you think about this proposition? Should students be able to get free lunches paid for by others? We leave that up to you as we continue our program. Back to you guys.
Did you know the national animal of Scotland is a unicorn? Well, we didn't, but there is a club at school dedicated to fascinating facts such as this. We're highlighting Celtic Culture Club this week in a magically delicious club spotlight. The Celts, a collection of similar Indo-European tribes, created their footprint on the world around 1500 BC. Since then, they have had a massive impact, creating art, music, languages, and more. Despite their homeland in countries like Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, many Americans have Celtic heritage. For this reason, a selection of Air Academy staff and students founded the Celtic Culture Club. We spoke with club sponsor Mr. Davis, who told us about the kind of activities the club does. Every Wednesday in room 515, Celts and people with an appreciation for their culture gathered to converse and create art. Topics vary from Celtic food to the history of nations like Ireland. If you're curious about your own heritage, enthusiastic about learning other cultures, or just looking for some supplementary history, Celtic Culture Club will have a seat for you. Be sure to swing by if you are interested.
I like that it gives the kids kind of a creative outlet that is tied into like history, geography, kind of gives them a different perspective, those sorts of things.
Hey Ryan, what are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
As the fall season comes to a close, Kadet Sports TV had their hands full. From a Halloween football senior night to boys soccer playoffs, all the way to cross-country state championships, Adriana Gutierrez and the crew were crazy busy. What's happening, Adriana?
Thanks guys. We'll be covering the boys soccer first round playoff shutout against Pueblo West, football's memorable senior night, cross-country state, and our cheerleading squad rack up some incredible wins for Air Academy. We'll also highlight one incredible athlete who continues to stand out, Jordan Banta, as girl and boys cross-country close their season with a bang at state. Let's take a look.
The Air Academy Cadets played round 1 of the 4A CHASA playoffs on October 30th against Pueblo West. Coming into this game with a 9-4-2 record, they're looking at a pretty strong season after their last regular season win against Evergreen. We had a great show up from these cadets, including seniors Liam Naughton and Diego Veglio Torres. You can see some great control from him here as they create some incredible attacks. Liam Naughton played a huge role in assisting the goal that got these cadets in the game, and Veglio and Dmitry Schniegel also racked up some vital fouls that contributed towards the outcome. Great slide there by Veglio as he works up the sideline, getting a vital foul that led to a cadet corner. Main story here is Tyner Amarine taking many opportunities. You can see great header there that led to him scoring all 4 goals and his 10th of the season. Jackson Gore walked away with a shutout against Pueblo West, and they put this first round of playoffs down with a 4-0 win. The 5A Colorado Cross Country Championships took place on November 1st at the Norris Penrose Event Center. Our boys and girls cross country team killed it at state this year, the boys coming in 7th, with Carson Smith placing 11th with a time of 15:28, and Aiden Tarrant, who placed 27th with a time of 15:54. The boys' race was tight, with a gap of 30 seconds equaling 20 positions in the end. After the boys' race, the previous national champions, our Lady Kadet cross-country team, killed it on the course, placing 5th overall. Chamorro Cooper made the podium, coming in 3rd with a time of 17:48, and Jordan Banta, close behind her, came in at 7th with a time of 18:07. The next challenge for our cross-country teams will be the NXR this weekend. Jordan Banta, Chamorro Cooper, Mariah Hook, Lauren Myers, Madeline Poole, Ellie Schoenfield, Lucy Harris, Leah Grossi, Hadley Fox, Anna Hobart, Lucy Poole, Charlie Mascarenas, and Tris Puno will make up the girls' team representing Air Academy at the NXR. For the boys, Carson Smith, Nolan Thackwell, Aiden Tarrin, Jack Silver, Bear Kent, Ethan Erickson, Luca Toombush, Landon Schofield, and Liam Bracey will go as well. The Air Academy boys varsity football team rallied up an impressive home league win on Halloween night, beating Rampart for the first time in 17 years, with a finishing score of 36-12. The star of the show is senior Jackson Schmatica, ending the game with 152 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns. This just showcases how the Kadet football team is a team to take seriously, with their new strategies and strong leaders. With this win, the Kadets secured their spot in the Colorado Class 4A playoffs for back-to-back years. This special night also marked senior night, as we honored our outstanding senior players who have had lasting impacts on this team. The Kadets went on to play Vista Ridge the following week before moving on to playoffs at the 17th seed. After a long break from competition, the Kadet cheer team is back, led by head coach Lexi Hedinga, charging into a season full of wins and strong leadership. Every day from 5 to 7 p.m., and sometimes even longer, the team is grinding, whether at school or off campus at Steele, running through tumbling, stunts, and perfecting every move. It's not easy, but they push each other, stay focused, and at the same time have fun and enjoy being together. This season, the team came out strong at Battle at the Den at the 4A Varsity Traditional Division. They had high energy, nailed their stunts, and landed clean every time, getting the crowd fired up. With 4 state titles and 17 state showings, they've proven they can perform under pressure, and they're not slowing down. Next, they'll hit the mat at the Chassa State Spirit Championships, representing Kadets with pride and giving it their all. Some unfortunate breaking sports news this week. The Air Academy hockey team has been discommissioned after decades of student athletes and 3 state championships. This has caused a commotion for parents and athletes, wondering what was the reason behind this. According to school administrators, the main reason was a lack of interest from the athletes. 2 weeks before the deadline for signups, and only a dozen players had committed to the sport. Hoping to give students the option to play on another D20 team, Air Academy has decided to put the sport on ice for the next 3 years. Maybe someday the blue and silver will grace the local rinks once more, but for now we'll have to find our hockey fix elsewhere.
I feel like we should have a hockey team, and I don't think it's right that it was like cut or paused. And I think we had a lot of new freshmen coming in this year and old talent coming in. I think we were going to be a lot better than last season.
Kadet's cross country boasts many elite athletes, and Jordan Banta has more than secured her place as one of them. Now a senior, Jordan Banta is capping off her high school running career, now 4 years strong. This year alone, Jordan Banta has placed 5th at the 5A Regional 5 meet, 6th at the Liberty Bell Cross Country Invitational, and 7th at the 2025 State Championships. But Jordan's excellence extends beyond her athletic performance and into her strong work ethic and character. She is a star student and an inspiring young adult.
I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is just to not compare yourself. I think it's really easy to compare yourself in this sport because it's like who can run faster or who won this race, but you're always going to have ups and downs. That's just the process with running, and it becomes a big mental battle. And so just learning to be proud of yourself and take the little wins and not compare yourself to others is just it's a long process, but I think once you learn it, it helps you click in your racing more, and it helps you become more of your own athlete rather than racing for someone else.
Jordan has fueled the next generation of Air Academy runners through her leadership and example, but also her support and sportsmanship. From an early age, Banta was motivated to start running by the inspiration of her brothers and their running journey. Jordan has been constantly encouraged by her teammates and the continual dedication they've shown, not only in practice, but also in their races. The Kadet cross-country team has been a big part of her running journey, not only from the support they give her, but by also keeping her motivated to run for the team. Jordan Banta will go on to run at NAU next fall and continue her incredible running journey. Big shout out to our incredible Kadet athletes, including Jordan Banta with an incredible 7th place finish at cross-country state finals. The boys soccer team fought hard until the quarterfinals against Silver Creek, putting away an impressive following season after a state title. Winter sports are just around the corner, so stay tuned for basketball, wrestling, swim, and more. And stick around after the break to find out what the weather has in store for your Thanksgiving vacation.
Man, I freaking love Kadet T.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet T.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe.
Bypass the seed and go straight into production.
Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
It's been warmer than usual this fall in Colorado. In fact, the weather was colder last week in Miami than in Colorado Springs.
With our first chances of snow maybe coming up in the forecast, we need to head over to Ellery White and the Kadet Weather Tracker 3000 for the details. What's up, Ellery?
Hey Kadets, today I've got your Thanksgiving break forecast. We have highs ranging in the upper 40s and we've got our lows in the 30s. We have a slight chance of rain in Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And then the real stuff you want to know about on Thanksgiving, it's going to be a beautiful day, light winds. If you have family coming in town, they will be amazing, have no reason to worry. And if you're someone like me who has been praying for snow, you're in luck. There is a small chance of snow the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Bye, Kadets.
There are a ton of new teachers at Air Academy this year, and our Fresh Faces segment is a chance to find out more about their journey to our hallowed halls.
Today, we are highlighting the newest addition to the math department and the football team, Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter is a brand new addition to our staff team, working in the math department as well as being one of the coaches for the Air Academy football team. Some of his previous experience includes assistant coaching and equipment managing at the University of Central Florida and coaching at Texas State University. Here at Air Academy, Mr. Carter has brought his specialized prior experience with the fundamentals of geometry, equipping future architects and engineers with the basics of applied maths. But it doesn't even end there, because Mr. Carter also serves as our offensive coordinator, where he creates the plays that lead our cadets to victory on the football field.
A lot of being a football coach is personal relationships, learning how to build those relationships and how to teach people. And sometimes, especially at the high school level, you're teaching people from a basic level. So a lot of that translates directly into the classroom. Creating relationships with students, creating relationships with people from different backgrounds, learning how different people learn and the best way to teach different people, and knowing that not everybody's going to grasp things the same way, and you might have to have multiple ways of teaching different things and doing different things.
This week, we brought back a segment from the graveyard, Alum Tracker. In it, we find graduates of Air Academy who have moved on to greener pastures and ask them how high school impacted their journey.
This week's alum wasted no time after school and has established himself in the world of chiropractics.
Ever need your back cracked? Let's look at this former Air Academy student who became a chiropractor. Paul Freeling, an Air Academy class of 1999 grad, attended the College of Charleston in South Carolina for his first year of college, but missed the mountains so much that he moved back to the Springs to work at the ski shop for just under a decade, then finally decided to finish his undergrad and go into chiropractic school in St. Louis. He worked for a doctor in town running a therapy and radiology program until he began his own practice 9 years ago, which he has owned and operated to this day. It was evident from Paul's time at Air Academy that the tight-knit, family-like culture we create sticks with you. Paul was a soccer player and has had fond memories of his psychology class, biology class, and seeing his teachers on the slopes as an avid skier. Paul recounts from his senior year how skilled our hockey team was and how fights would break out between schools during a particularly intense playoff season. When asked what he would tell his younger self, he advised taking a gap year to explore what he was interested in and find out more about career paths. His most standout memory is the tragedy of his friend passing senior year, which is the reason behind our class colors.
I told you guys about our friend Jason that passed away our senior year. His favorite color was orange. So one of our parting gifts as a senior class was to assign colors to each class. So we were the first class to claim orange as our color. And then blue, red, and yellow were the other colors that the underclassmen chose for themselves.
The original Fireside Chat was a radio address to culmination in the grips of the Great Depression.
Although some students are depressed at the thought of semester finals coming up, our Fireside Chat is an opportunity for our principal, Dr. Ripp, to give us a behind-the-scenes look at the goings-on at Air Academy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Fireside Chat. I'm Benjamin Blodgett, here with Dr. Ripp. Thank you so much for lending us some of your time today. Are you ready to get into the questions?
I'm ready, yeah, you bet.
All right, so starting us off, we're about a semester in, and considering that we've come that distance, what would you say to yourself in August, now that you're a semester in and have some experience?
Yeah, I love this question because it's really making me think about maybe what I would change or enjoy and just how my perspective would shift. And I think probably the biggest thing right now is reassure myself, number one, that change is good, and number two, that Air Academy is an awesome place to be. I love it here. I feel like I could have told my August self to relax a little bit more because I was stressed. It was a big change, and I know it was a big change for everybody at school too. Anytime your leadership changes, that's pretty significant. But it's been such a great fit. Everybody that I run into, from staff to parents to students, have been warm and welcoming and just really awesome individuals to get to know. And I feel really privileged to be in a position to be able to support people in what they do. And just knowing what I know now, I think it would have made the nerves and the stress go down a little bit, and the enjoyment of it, just the beginning months go up, even more. So I'm at that place right now, but I think I would have told my August self probably to calm down a little bit.
And now that you have that perspective to calm down a little bit, would you say in contrast to that, was there any challenge that stood out in this first semester to you?
Yeah, there have been challenges. It's a challenging job. If concerns and issues make it to my desk, it's because they're pretty complex and complicated. And as much as I would love to say I can make decisions where every single person is going to be happy and agree with it, then my world would be perfect, but that's not typically the way you can resolve things all the time. I work really, really hard to take everybody's perspective into account. We've had some challenging decisions that we've had to make. I think the one that we're still in right now is with the Air Academy ice hockey team. That by far and away has been the most challenging situation to date. We are still working through things, and we are doing our absolute best to make sure that we're supporting students in everything that we do, and that we make a healthy decision and support that program in the best way possible, both this year and to move it forward into the future.
And then on a more festive note, as we move towards the holiday season, do you have a favorite holiday tradition that you'd care to share with the Air Academy student body?
For a minute there, I thought you were going to ask me about my movie, and I'm like running through all these movies in my head. Holiday tradition, I think, is probably when my family gets together, we all wear pajamas that are probably alike. So I don't know if other people do that too, but when we get together for the holidays, it's the only time we can take a picture or be in the same room or whatever where we're wearing like identical things. And I think that's fun. So everybody from the grandparents all the way to, you know, grandkids to the parents and aunts and uncles and everything. So it's super fun. I like it.
That does sound very fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Fireside Chat.
Well, that's all we've got for this episode of Air Academy News. Thank you for spending some time with us.
We'll be back after Thanksgiving break with all the end of semester happenings and holiday celebrations. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
Before we go, we wanted to send you off with a little glimpse of our crew's Friendsgiving party.
Welcome back to the Culture Kitchen, guys. We have Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving feast with the broadcast journalism crew. We all brought sides. I made a massive turkey for us, and I kind of wanted to talk about some of the special sides people brought. So, Adriana, you brought something special. You have a special Thanksgiving tradition. Tell us about it.
Well, my family's from Venezuela, and we go to Puerto Rico every Thanksgiving, so I made carne machado, which is like pretty similar to a lot of dishes for this holiday, which feels a lot more like Thanksgiving for us. So
that's awesome. Right, Guy, you brought something that is a tradition in your house. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's my brother's mac and cheese recipe. I got to make it with him, where he brings it to Thanksgiving every year. So that was pretty fun to do.
That's awesome. We're super excited and super hungry to dive into this. Real quick, I'm thankful for this program. I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys. You guys make it not feel like work. I'm super excited to finish the school year out. Thank you so much for coming over to my house and having Friendsgiving. And as always, Sko'Dets!